Hi everybody, this is John. Just an update on my Honda XL250 Degree. It's an AX-1. It's also known as a Dominator or an NX250. I'll call it the XL250 Degree. I believe it's about a 94, somewhere in that area. Anyway, very happy today because I have finally stretched on the new tyres. Gone for that extreme hybrid on the rear. It's a DOT approved because I'm going to use this bike on the road and on the trails. And a DOT on the front as well. All just fitted, and haven't actually started up the engine today to take it for a little ride, but I'll do that a little bit later on. So yeah, it's a beautiful day here, late January 2021. Very happy with the bike. Small patch I'm doing on a seat here, haven't finished gluing it yet. I've put a little bit of black actual leather behind the rip there. I'll do a really nice job of that, blending that in with some nice glue. I've got the tank covers off at the moment, and the rear cover and the rear indicators off at the moment as well. Also got the chain guard off at the moment. So I will be stripping this bike down completely and repainting the frame, and actually really giving the whole thing a really good freshen up. These bikes are pretty rare. They were mainly sold in Russia, Japan, and there's a few up in Europe. The odd one went to the UK, some went to the States, very few came down here to New Zealand. So getting parts for this bike has been fairly difficult. There is a guy on YouTube, Crappy Motors, I've reached out to for a few parts. Yet to hear back from that man, but I hope to sometime. I actually like this bike. It's one of the most underrated Hondas ever made. This bike was such a quality bike that it really was its own demise. It was just too expensive to build, really expensive to sell, but this bike is tough. It's beautifully built, really solid frame, bulletproof engine, double overhead camshaft, water cooled or liquid cooled if you like, and it's a carbureted model, mono shock, disc brake front. This model's still got the disc brake rear, so a little bit early. I have seen some of disc brakes on the rear as well. So I'm dating this around about the early 90s. Yeah, so just a little update. I'm so happy I've got my tyres on. This rear tyre went on pretty well in the end. The process I used was I put the rim lock in, put it underneath the rim rubber, the rim, what do we call it, the rim strip, rubber rim strip. Then I stretched over the one side of the tyre with plenty of dishwashing liquid to give it plenty of lube. It slipped on pretty well. I had the nut very loose on the rim lock and pushed the rim lock right up into the tyre as far as it would go. So I put the tube in with some air in it, so the tube was a little bit inflated. Slipped the tube all the way in, put the tube valve stem through the hole, and then I pushed the rim lock quite a way into the tyre, and made sure that the rim of the tyre had actually was down underneath the rim lock on one side. Then I started at that position with plenty of lube of dishwashing liquid, started around with my tyre levers, and the tyre lever actually only needed one lever, got it all the way around to about the last 6 inches, and I thought, oh, this doesn't look too bad, and I actually gave it a good stomp with my boot and it just rolled over. I was so pleased. So this is one of the easiest rear tyres I've done in a long while. Then I just gave the rim lock a bit of a rattle around, had it settled in there nicely, and put more air in the tyre, and then the rim lock sort of slowly started coming down into the rim, and just put the tyre up to about 28 psi, and tightened up the rim lock, tightened up my valve stem, and refitted the wheel back onto the rim, and tightened the chain, or adjusted the chain, and I'm just about ready to go. Remember, this is using a header off a KL Kawasaki 250. I just cannot find the genuine 250 degree or NX 250 degree header anywhere in the world. So if you do know of one in really nice condition, please reach out to me. I'd very much like to turn this bike back to original. It's funny that the Kawasaki pipe actually slipped straight in there, so that was a really blessing, and it means that I actually are able to use the bike. Without the header I just couldn't ride it. So yeah, little update. Really happy with this bike. These bikes are rare. I'm not going to be selling it. I'm going to be slowly over the years to come working on it, making it back to close to original as I can, and using it. It's only done about 6,000 kilometers, so it's hardly been used from memory. So 7,000 kilometers, and all of that usage has been down south of the North Island of New Zealand, roaming around on rolling sheep farms. So it hasn't probably been much out of second and third gear. Might have done a little bit of travel between farms, but that'll be it. Okay, so I hope everything's going well for you all. Thank you for viewing this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, it's a very small channel. I've only got about 40 subscribers. If you'd like to subscribe, it'll give me a bit of a cheer up. Thank you for watching this anyway. Bye for now. Till the next one. This is John from Auckland, New Zealand.